TCS Wings 1 T4 Java plus Spring Boot important and previous year MCQs will be discussed in this video. Basically this video is helpful for you to clear the first round of T4 in a easy way if you watch the video till the end. And before starting the video, hit a like, subscribe and share. So without further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome back to Smart Nazi Tech Study. First question, what command is used to create a new Spring Boot project from the command line? Option A, Spring Init. Option B, Maven Spring Boot Run. Option C, Gradle Spring Boot. Option D, Spring Create. So the right answer is A, Spring Init. Now the second question, the default embedded server in Spring Boot application is Option A, Jetty. B, Undertow. C, WebLogic. D, Tomcat. For this question, you need to answer in the comment section, in the comment box. So definitely answer this question, or if you don't know, just try any one of the options. So moving forward, how can you disable the default web environment in a Spring Boot application? Option A, server.disable equal to true. Option B, Spring main web application type equal to none. Option C, Spring server disable equal to true. Option D, server.stop equal to true. So the right answer is option B, Spring main web application type equal to none, which is a default web environment in a Spring Boot application. So option B is the correct one. So next 14.1, which starter would you use for Spring Boot and JPA integration? Spring Boot Starter Data JPA, Spring Boot Starter JPA, Spring Boot Data JPA, and last one Spring Boot Starter SQL. So the right answer is Spring Boot Starter Data JPA, which is used for Spring Boot and JPA integration. Fifth essential question, which annotation is used to run unit tests with the full Spring Boot with the full Spring application context? Option A, at run with the Spring Unit 4 class runner.class. Option B, at test. Option C, Spring Boot test. Option D, auto valid. So the right answer is option C, at Spring Boot test is the annotation which is used to run unit tests with the full Spring application context. So sixth most important question, which file is used to customize applications configuration in Spring Boot? So application.properties or application YAML. Option B, config.properties. Option C, bootstrap properties. Option D, setting.xml. So this question is also for you. Answer this question in the comment section. Question number 7, important one. How do you specify a different application profile in Spring Boot? So by using Spring config equal to dev, by using Spring profile.active equal to dev, and option C, server.profile equal to dev, and option D, application.profile equal to dev. Take a few seconds and comment this one as well. Don't worry, I will tell you the right answer. So the right answer is Spring profiles.active equal to dev is the application profile in Spring Boot. Question number 8. To make a Spring Boot application exit with a specific code, which interface should be implemented? Option A, command line runner. Option B, exit code generator. Option C, exit code application, and option D, exit application. So the right answer is exit code generator is used to make a Spring Boot application exit with a specific code which interface. So this exit application interface will be implemented for that. Question number 9, most important question. What is the purpose of enable auto configuration annotation? So to automatically configure dependencies and beans based on class path. Option B, to scan for components in a specific package. Option C, to start the application server, and option D, to configure logging properties. So the right answer is automatically configure dependencies and beans based on the class path, which is option A is the right answer for the enable auto configuration annotation purpose. Question number 10, crucial question. In Spring Boot, which property is used to set the default server port to 8081? So server port. So most of the candidates this is a well-known question. So option A is server.port equal to 8081, port equal to 8081, application.port equal to 8081, and spring.port equal to 8081. So this question is also for you research or make a hit. Let me know in the comment section for this question answer. Now super important question, Which annotation is used to define a primary key in JPA entity? So this is basically Spring Data JPA question. So options are primary key, at ID, at key, generated value. So the question is, which annotation is used to define a primary key in a JPA entity? So the right answer is at ID. So at ID is used to define a primary key in a JPA entity. At ID. You have to remember this one. So question number 12, amazing question. What is the purpose of at query annotation in Spring Data JPA? So in Spring Data JPA or in DAO layer, we will use the at query annotation. Basically, what is the purpose of using that annotation? Option A, to define custom SQL or JPQL queries. Option B, to establish foreign key relationships. Option C, to specify primary keys. And option D, to create views in the database. So what is the right answer? So the right answer is option A, to define custom SQL or JPQL queries. We usually use the at query annotation in the Spring Data JPA or Spring DAO layer. Another latest important question: which file is typically used to configure application level properties in Spring Boot? This is also a very simple and important question. Option A, application YAML. Option B, application conf. Option C, config.xml. And option D, settings.json. This is also you need to answer me in the comment section. Question number 12, most important question. What is the purpose of at component scan annotation in a Spring Boot application? So option A, to enable component scanning for Spring managed beans. Option B, to exclude certain components from being loaded. Option C, to register components manually. And option D, to specify the main entry point of the application. So the right answer is option A, to enable component scanning for Spring managed beans. So the next question, important one. How can a Spring Boot application be packaged as an executable jar file? So executable jar file, how can Spring Boot application package it? By using maven compile or configure Spring Boot maven plugin and run maven package. And option C, using Gradle boot jar. And option D, both B and C. So the right answer is D, both B and C. What is B? Configure Spring Boot maven plugin and run maven package so that Spring Boot be packaged as an executable jar file. And using Gradle boot jar, Spring Boot application can be packaged as an executable jar file. So these two options are right one. So question number 14, essential question. Which of the following is not an advantage of using Spring Boot? So Spring Boot advantages you have here, I guess. So reduced boilerplate code. Option B, simplified dependency management. Option C, automatic JSON handling. And option D, embedded servers are not supported. So here they are asking not an advantage. So most of the associates in hurry mode, they will select any one of them and they feel they have selected a correct answer. Why this Wings on exams cheating me like that? So the right answer is here they have asked not an advantage. For not an advantage, you need to select the embedded servers are not supported. So option D is the right answer, which is not an advantage using Spring Boot. So 15th most crucial question. In a Spring Boot application, where are custom configurations for development and production environments typically defined? So in application.properties or B, application dev.properties and application prod properties. Option C, application custom XML. And option D, application db.oml. So the right answer is application-dev.properties and application prod.properties, which is a custom configuration for development and production environments which will be defined in Spring Boot application. Question number 16, super very important question. Which annotation in Spring Boot is used to mark a method as one that should execute once at application startup? So option A, post construct. Option B, run on startup. Option B, application startup. Option D, enable startup. So the right answer is post construct. Annotation in Spring Boot is generally used to mark a method as one that should execute once at application startup, which is post construct. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 17. Which of the following commands is used to run a Spring Boot application using Maven? So usually you will use the build type is Maven. So which command you have to use in order to run a Spring Boot application? So first one, Maven Spring start, Maven Spring Boot run, option C, Maven run app, and Maven Spring Boot run, which is option D. So the right answer you need to answer me in the comment section. So 18th one, most crucial one, which annotation is used to inject values from application.properties or application YAML files in a Spring Boot? So option A, config value, option B, at value, option C, at inject, option D, inject value. So the right answer is at value annotation is used to inject values from application.properties or application YAML files in Spring Boot. We usually use at value annotation for this kind of purpose. So question number 19, before the last question, how does Spring Boot support configuration properties inheritance in a YAML files? So option A, through the extends property, option B, by using profiles and inheritance within profiles, option C, by creating different YAML files for each class, and option D, by using inherits keyword. So the right answer is by using profiles and inheritance within profiles. Option B is the correct answer. Spring Boot support configuration properties inheritance in YAML files by using these profiles and inheritance feature. Last question, question number 20. Which annotation in Spring Boot application denotes a command line runner that executes upon application startup? Option A, application runner, option B, command line runner, option C, startup runner, and option D, runner. So what is the right answer? So the right answer is command line runner. So this is all about top 20 important MCQs. In the next video I will show you some other top 50 videos. I'm planning to do that. This is a basic version of Spring Boot. If you have any doubts, you can book a session with me in the top 8. So if you have any doubts regarding Milestone exams or anything, you can book a session with me. Already most people are booked with me and I have scored a top 1% as well. So 70 total booking, 73 people are met and they have fully satisfied with my performance and coaching skills. So if you require a 3 months coaching, then choose this plan. And if you require materials, then get this one. And if you require 1 month coaching, then definitely check out this plan. If you have any other things to do, then check out this plan. I will share you this link in the description. Go through and book a session. Connect with me. So thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe and share. We shall meet in another super latest video. Until then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.